So I was gonna say earlier in, about Hasfat, you know, he refused to give information about something unless I do him a favor. And that favor was to give him a puzzle box. I give him the puzzle box, and then he tells me, hey, you know what? This is something blah 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 for key. You know, here's a report, and hey, if you come back, I'll give you a key. So, what was the favor again? Like, he's doing me more of a favor than anything, and because, you know, he's giving me a key, because that's I'm going the wrong way. That's what the puzzle box was, right? Here we go. It seems a little weird that he refused to. I guess he's a researcher. Well, he did say that he was doing some research, I think. So maybe he's just really curious and wanted to see a puzzle box. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It doesn't seem like something like... He doesn't gain much, from what I can tell.
Speak freely, friend.
You smell. Disturbing dreams? You're worrying me, Gix. You're not going loopy on me, are you? A word of advice. In Morrowind, if you have disturbing dreams, the temples says you're crazy, and they want to lock you up. And if you have disturbing dreams and think they mean something, then the temple thinks you're a prophet or a witch. And they want to lock you up. So take my advice, keep a lid on it. I'm no English teacher. In fact, my English is terrible. My main language is French. But I do know that you cannot, and this is ticking me off, start a sentence with and. Let's count how many sentences there are in this paragraph. And they want to lock you up. 1. And if you have disturbing dreams and think they mean something, temple, okay, blah blah. 2. And they want to lock you up. It's not a comma, and it's capitalized. What the hell? I'm making a big deal out of this, but it's bothering me. You make the effort of learning a language. Anyways. Oh, there it is. He's drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He lives in Morrowind all his life. Knows the natives and talks a lot with backcountry mercenaries. He thinks of himself as a scholar, and he's particularly interested in Dwemer runes and artifacts. Yeah, so okay, so he's a miner, I guess, a drill master. But yeah, so he does research on old stuff. So I guess he was just out of curiosity. It seems kind of weird that he would refuse something. Like, I guess he knows who Chaos Cassades is, being spy master that he is. It seems kind of odd to me, like the connection between those two characters, or the reason behind not giving the information that I wanted. I know it's a favor. It's like, you know, can you do this for me type of thing, but he could have, you know, given me the information that I needed, and then as payment, not necessarily as a payment, but like, do me a favor, give me the information that I need, and then I'll give you the puzzle blocks. I don't know. I had fun in the dungeon though, so it's okay. Now I'm looking through the dialogue here. I'm trying to figure out how to give him the report. Is that it? 6th house. A trusted informant says there is a secret cult associated with some strange event recently. And more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related to, in some way, to the Nerevarine prophecies. The prophecies, is that about that Dunmer is supposed to resurrect as the what was that word that they use? Something about like flame. Ashlanders. It'll pass down their custom and histories in the form of poetic verses. Along the things they preserve in verse are the dreams and prophecies, visions of their wise woman. In particular, the verses that foretell the coming of the Nerevarine. Okay, that's the whole thing. What's the word that they use? The incarnate. It's not written there, but it just clicked. I'm guessing that's the whole prophecy. And he's doing research because the temple doesn't want it to, like, it's kind of weird. But how do I give you the report? Just orders? These notes are for him, Hasfat and Tabolus. Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now I have some new orders for you. Excuse me. I remember him giving me the quest about going to Hasfat, and I don't know why I'm thinking this, but initially, I guess it's because he's probably going to ask you to do some bad things, but doing it anyways. And it sounded nasty, like bad things, and apparently, he's harmless. It's just a guy doing research. Why was Chaos Cascade, really into something like, he's probably going to ask you to do some bad things, but do them anyways. I'll have to read or look at previous videos to see what exactly he was saying, but it's like I'm getting mixed messages here. He's confused. He's confusing. But alright, so I've glanced at Hasfat and Tabolus notes. They covered the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Get Shran Grat Musgob to tell you that she knows about the Nerevarine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks and report back when she gives you the information. Okay, that's the orc with the attitude in the Mages Guild. That name, you can't mistake it. It's an orc name. She'll have some silly errand for you, because the other one was bloody, right? It was, but do it anyways. So she has some silly, oh no, you'll just have to kill people, like you'll have to murder people, inside a town or something, it's just silly. I'm assuming now I have to kill somebody, because the other one was completely reversed. I don't know what to think. But we'll see about that. You guys know what I mean, right? It's weird.